Hello, my dear friends. In this video, we will going to learn a reversible isothermal heat transfer. You know that what is the isothermal? Isothermal is the process in which the system have no change its temperature. So the process will execute at a constant temperature throughout the process. And the reversible term, you don't confuse this term. Reversible, if the process is reversible, so the process is reversible, either it is internal reversible or either it is total reversible. That means it is internal plus external reversible, both, right? So when we use the word reversible, that means either it is internal irreversible or it is total reversible, right? So what is the internal reversible? We already discussed about that. This is the internal irreversible. That means within the system boundary, there is no any change in temperature when the supply of heat. So if it is your, let's suppose, if this is your piston cylinder arrangement, and it is your piston cylinder arrangement, and let's suppose there is two-phase system, liquid plus vapor. Let's suppose this is our system, two-phase system. So when we supply a heat, to the system, right? Let's suppose this system temperature is 20 degree, and where we supply the heat, this is temperature 30 degree. So this is your large difference of heat transfer. That means in this case delta T not tends to 0. So it is, though there is an external irreversible, but during the heat transfer its temperature remains fixed. That means system temperature is fixed. Why? Because there is a phase changing. Why? Because there is a phase changing substance. So it is an internal irreversible, right? Now what is next example? This is your first example of internal irreversible, and this internal irreversible is what? This is the isothermal. Why? Because temperature is fixed, 20 degree temperature is fixed. So this is your isothermal, right? Now if there is a reservoir, let's suppose the reservoir temperature is TH, which extract a heat, no problem, extract it whatever temperature. Let's suppose this is temperature 100 degree centigrade, and this is your temperature is 20 degree centigrade. So heat transfer through this heat transfer is, though there is a irreversible, but when this is your reservoir, so during the heat transfer, during the heat rejecting, the temperature TH is fixed. So if you take, this is our system, so this is your internal irreversible. So this is your internal irreversible, right? So this is your internal irreversible. And what is the total reversible? Total reversible, that means this is your total reversible. This is the example of total reversible. This is the example of total. Why? Because we take a heat transfer through, there is TH minus DTH and there is TL plus DTL, right? And this DTH and DTL is very small, so this is your external irreversible. So this is your external reversible, and also there is a internal reversible. So it is a total reversible, right? So if you say that a reversible isothermal process, if you say that a reversible isothermal process, that means it is a, if you say that a reversible isothermal process, that means it say that internally, that means what is that? Internally reversible isothermal process. Internally reversible isothermal process, right? It may be externally, it may be not externally, it may be total, no problem. But when we say that reversible isothermal, it must be internally reversible. It need not be external reversible. So this is very confusing term. So if a reversible isothermal process, that means it must be internally reversible. It may be total reversible. So if there is a reversible, so reversible, that means internally or totally. But if you say that reversible, it must be internally. It need not be. Maybe it need not be total reversible. That means it may not be. It may not be total reversible. Why? Because if there is a total reversible, that means internally and externally both are reversible. But if there is a if there is a T high, if this is our system and this is your heat rejection, if this heat rejection is very high temperature, that means this temperature T1 is very less than TH. So though there is a reservoir, though there is a internally reversible, so though there is a internally reversible but externally irreversible, since it is internally reversible but externally irreversible, so the process is irreversible. So the process is irreversible. So if the total reversible, that means if the total reversible is what? This heat transfer through TH, that means TH is fixed, and heat transfer through a very infinite system only, that means TH minus DTH. So this is externally irreversible as well as internally reversible. So this is totally. So this is the isothermal process. This is the isothermal process, but this is not a isothermal process. So isothermal, that means it must be internally reversible. So now what is the change of entropy for this two-phase system or for the reservoir? What is that? See, we know that change in entropy for a process 1 to 2 dq by t for reversible process, that means internally irreversible process, right? So if the system have temperature, let's suppose this has temperature T is fixed, that means let's suppose fixed temperature, let's suppose the fixed temperature, fixed system temperature, fixed system temperature is, let's suppose T naught. This is fixed system temperature T naught. That means during heat transfer, system temperature is fixed. What is the example? Two-phase system. Number second, thermal energy reservoir, right? In both cases, the system temperature is fixed, both this is internally reversible. So what is that? That means integration 1 to 2 heat transfer dq by, what is the temperature? Fixed T naught for internal reversible, and this T naught is fixed, so we take out from its integral 1 by 2 dq, and this heat transfer is internal reversible. It need not be external irreversible. So what is that? If you delta S, if you integrate this, the total heat transfer, let's suppose Q by T naught, this is your kilojoule per Kelvin. So this is the entropy change of a internally isothermal process. So T naught is the constant temperature of the system. This T naught, what is that? This T naught is what? Constant temperature of system, and this Q is the heat transfer, and this Q is the heat transfer for internally reversible process. Internally reversible process, right? So this equation, this formula is particularly useful to determine the entropy change of a thermal reservoir that can absorb or supply the indefinitely supply heat at a constant temperature. So this is useful, best suitable for either two-phase system or thermal reservoir, right? This is best suitable for this. Now entropy change. So this entropy change, this entropy change delta S, if this is your thermal reservoir, let's suppose TH, and heat will reject Q, and let's suppose another thermal reservoir TL, and heat will absorb Q. So in this case, this Q for this system, this Q is rejecting by the system. So this will heat reject. So for this system, this is negative, and for this system, this will positive. So this delta S either greater than 0 or less than 0. So change in entropy of a, that means entropy change of a system during an internally reversible isothermal process can be positive or negative depending on the direction of heat transfer. That means heat transfer to the system increase the entropy. See, heat transfer to the system, increase the entropy, right? Whereas heat transfer from the system decrease its entropy, right? So in fact, losing heat in the only way of entropy of the system can decrease. So what is the fact? If the system will lose heat, then in that case the entropy will decrease, other than not. That means entropy never will decrease, only if that means in fact losing heat is the only way the entropy of the system can be decreased, right? Now see, one example is like that. There is a one example. What is that? See, if there is a piston cylinder arrangement, if this is your cylinder and this is your piston, if this is your cylinder and this is your piston, now here is the liquid vapor mixture, right? Here is the liquid vapor mixture, and take this is our system. Take this is our system, right? Now liquid vapor mixture of water at 300. So what is the system temperature? T is equal to 300 degrees centigrade. This system temperature 300 degrees centigrade, 300 Kelvin, sorry, 300 Kelvin, not degree centigrade. Okay. On Kelvin there is no any degree, so Kelvin is only Kelvin. During a constant pressure process, this is a constant pressure process. That means heat, when it is at constant pressure, that means heat will supply to the system. Heat will supply to the system. Let's suppose heat will supply to the system 750 kilojoule. 750 kilojoule of heat will supply to the system at pressure constant pressure process. Heat will supply. So this piston will move is very slowly manner, so the throughout the pressure is constant, right? Now as a result, part of liquid in the cylinder is vaporized. That means a part of the liquid will vaporize. That means two phase region. Determine the entropy change of the water during the process. Determine the entropy change of the system. So delta S for the system is what? And mind it, system is two phase region. What is the system? System is two phase, right? Now what is that? Heat is transferred to liquid vapor mixture of water in a piston cylinder device at a constant pressure. The entropy change of water is to be determined. So what is the assumption? No irreversibility occurs within the system boundary during the process. That means what is the assumption number first? No irreversibility occurs within the system boundary during the process. So it is what? Internal reversible process. Why? Because the temperature is fixed. There is no any change in temperature, right? We take a system, entire liquid vapor cylinder as a system. This is the closed system, two phase region closed system, right? See, this is your closed system. That means no mass will transfer across the system boundary during the process. We note that here the temperature of the system remains constant. This is a fix. Why? Because during two phase region During this process, since the temperature of the pure substance remains constant at the saturation value during the phase changing process at a constant pressure, process phase change at a constant pressure. Why? Because there is a, but obvious constant pressure, because two phase, if there is a y and this is x, so if this is a two phase region, so in between 1 and 2, there is a liquid plus vapor. So in this case there is a fixed temperature and fixed pressure. So in this case 1 to 2, what is that? Pressure as well as temperature fixed, because it is in wet region, liquid plus vapor region, right? So what is that? The system undergoes an internally reversible isothermal, and thus the entropy change. So the system is, system is internally reversible and in the two phase region. So what is that? Internal reversible process plus two phase system. So during a two phase system there is a temperature constant. So if this is your temperature constant, so this is your, what is the case? Internal reversible isothermal process, right? And we know that what is the entropy change? Delta S of system isothermal is what? Q by T of system. What is Q? Q is positive or negative? It must be positive. Why? Because its heat will add to the system divided by what is the temperature? 300 Kelvin. So what is the entropy? 2.5 kilojoule per Kelvin. So note that the entropy change of the system is positive. This is positive value. This is positive as expected. Since the heat is transferred to the system. So this will positive value. Okay. So this, according to this, we can calculate the entropy change of any isothermal process which is especially internally process. Though there is also external process, though there is a totally reversible process, no problem. But the isothermally, it must be internal reversible process. Okay. Thank you.